A Valentine celebration in Salem and beyond. How 3 beloved days of our lives stars plan to spend the holiday. Valentine's Day has a magical way of making us pause, step outside our routines, and celebrate the people who matter most in our lives. With love in the air, and hearts, flowers, and sweet messages on everyone's mind, this special day often brings out the best in us, shining a light on gratitude, affection, and sometimes even a little bit of creative flair. We were fortunate enough to catch up with 3 of our treasured days of our lives actors, Paul Telfer, Xander, Elia Cantu, Jada, and Lindsay Godfrey, Sarah, to find out their plans for the holiday and the weekend that follows. Their stories remind us how love, self-care, and meaningful traditions can all come together to make Valentine's Day an occasion worth remembering, no matter what stage of life we're in. If you're looking for heartwarming inspiration or just curious about how your favorite daytime stars celebrate, read on. A delayed romantic getaway for Lindsay Godfrey. Fans of Days of Our Lives know Lindsay Godfrey as the empathetic, resilient Sarah Horton. Off-screen, Godfrey wears many hats: actress, advocate, and loving mother. One of the most delightful parts of Valentine's Day is the opportunity to balance the demands of family life with the sweetness of romance. Like so many parents across the country, especially those with busy, active children, Lindsay finds herself juggling her daughter's schedule along with her own life and her relationship. This year, Godfrey is sharing her life with actor Kevin Ryan, known for his roles in various television series and films, including his work in Harry Wild. While many couples aim to spend the February 14th holiday together, Lindsay and Kevin have to adapt their schedule to what works best for their blended lives. For them, that means waiting just a tad longer to celebrate. "Oh, my love, Kevin, has some kind of reservation," Lindsay says, hinting that he's planned something unique and mysterious. "I don't know what it is, but we're going to celebrate Valentine's Day on Saturday because my daughter, Alita Saren Adamson, has gymnastics until 7:30. As any parent will tell you, children's schedules come first. After all, one of the greatest expressions of love is showing up for your kids. For Lindsay, that means being at the sidelines, or the bleachers or the bench, for her daughter's gymnastics practice. And while Lindsay doesn't know all the details of Kevin's romantic plans, she trusts him to make the evening special when the time finally arrives. One of the joys for those of us watching from the outside is imagining the excitement of discovering a well-planned date or a thoughtful surprise. Perhaps Kevin has stowed away a sweet card, a box of her favorite chocolates, or reserved seats at a cozy restaurant. Or maybe he's arranged an activity that means something personal to the two of them, a place they've always wanted to visit, a type of food they share a passion for, or an experience that honors how they fell in love. If you can relate to Lindsay's story, know that you're not alone in postponing celebration by a day or two. Sometimes life's commitments require you to be flexible. But that doesn't dim the glow of Valentine's Day at all. If anything, it can make it shine brighter when the time finally arrives, proving that even a delayed Valentine can still sparkle with love. Cupid's Arrow, Paul Telfer's anniversary surprise for viewers who have been enthralled by the adventures of Xander Kyriakis on Days of Our Lives. You already know Paul Telfer's character can be rugged, charming, and surprising in equal measure. Telfer himself, however, is celebrating a love story that has spanned more than 2 decades. In fact, Valentine's Day isn't only about hearts and candy for Paul. It's also an anniversary marking the day he first met his wife, Broadway star Carmen Cusack. When we talked with Paul, he was brimming with excitement about the chance to spend some quality time with Carmen in San Diego, where she's currently involved in a new play at the La Jolla Playhouse. The timing couldn't be more perfect, as Paul was able to secure the day off from work, an opportunity he's determined to make the most of. "My wife Carmen, Cusack, is in San Diego doing a new play at the La Jolla Playhouse," Paul says. "So, luckily, I have the day off from work tomorrow, so I'm going to go down there and try to find some good seafood. I know she loves seafood, and unfortunately, she doesn't get off work until 11 p.m. I'm going to cook a nice Valentine's dinner because it's our anniversary. Valentine's Day is the day we first officially met in London, and that was 23 years ago. It's fascinating to think of a love story that began across the pond in London, especially for fans who may not have known that these two talented performers shared such a romantic origin story. With 23 years behind them, Paul and Carmen have undoubtedly weathered ups and downs, balancing the demands of their careers with their personal life. And yet, here they are, still looking forward to a romantic meal late into the evening, proving that love doesn't expire at midnight. Paul's quest for the perfect seafood meal in San Diego is a testament to his desire to make the evening extra special. It might be a gorgeous dish of shrimp scampi or a perfectly grilled fillet of salmon. Perhaps it's a creamy seafood pasta, brimming with shellfish. Whatever he chooses, you can almost picture him heading into the kitchen after a long car ride, determined to whip up something delicious for his wife. The idea of cooking a personal, homemade meal, especially late at night, paints a sweet picture of devotion and dedication. This heartwarming story is a gentle reminder to all of us that it's never too late in the evening to celebrate love. Sometimes, the most memorable dinners happen after everyone else has gone home, leaving the two of you with quiet, peaceful time together. For many older couples who have shared decades of life and love, Valentine's Day can feel like the perfect occasion to look back on the journey taken together. It's a chance to reminisce and to reaffirm that spark that started it all, whether it was in London or anywhere else in the world. Loving Yourself, Elia Cantu's birthday and spa day. Elia Cantu, who plays the resolute and caring Jada Hunter on Days of Our Lives, has a slightly different take on Valentine's Day this year. While she might have plenty of reasons to celebrate the holiday of love, she also has a personal milestone fast approaching. Her birthday falls right around the same time. That makes this weekend doubly sweet. My birthday is actually on Saturday, Elia shares. This year, with the way the year has been going in my life, I've been really grateful. I really just want to celebrate life, and I've been reflecting on myself. I have a tradition. I always go out and have a spa day for myself, so I'm going to have a spa day for myself, a facial, and some self-love. In a world that often places so much emphasis on romantic partnerships, Elia's perspective is truly refreshing. While romance is wonderful, there's an equally important kind of love that sometimes doesn't get the attention it deserves: self-love. For older fans, Elia's words might ring especially true. Taking time to reflect on your life and enjoy moments dedicated solely to your own well-being is a gift that never goes out of style. If a spa day resonates with you, maybe consider treating yourself to a favorite activity or self-care practice. If you can't make it to a professional spa, think about replicating the experience at home. Light a few scented candles, turn on some calming music, soak your feet, apply a refreshing face mask, and just let the stress drift away. That sense of pampering and quiet reflection can be a powerful way to reset and appreciate the blessings in your life. Elia's approach to Valentine's Day, combined with celebrating her birthday, demonstrates that you can honor love in many forms. Some might choose a dinner date, a weekend getaway, or a bouquet of roses. Others might curl up with a good book and a cup of tea. Still others might prefer a spa day or a moment of meditation. The important thing, as Elia suggests, is recognizing what your heart and mind need most at this particular time. Balancing celebration, reflection, and everyday life. In hearing from Lindsay Godfrey, Paul Telfer, and Elia Cantu, one thing becomes very clear: there's no single, right, way to celebrate Valentine's Day. Each story highlights a different dimension of love: love for family, Lindsay Godfrey prioritizing her daughter's activities before heading out for a postponed Valentine's date with her partner Kevin Ryan. Long-term romance, Paul Telfer marking the anniversary of when he first met his wife, going the extra mile to cook her a special meal even if it's almost midnight before they can sit down together. Self-love and gratitude, Elia Cantu choosing a spa day to honor the special place she's in right now, giving herself a chance to reflect on her blessings and her personal growth. For those who watch Days of Our Lives, these moments might feel particularly poignant. The show itself is built on narratives about love, conflict, resilience, and renewal, stories that mirror life's own complexities. On screen, characters often face dramatic twists and turns, but off-screen, these actors lead lives that are relatable, heartfelt, and sometimes as unpredictable as the plotlines we see on television. Whether you're planning a grand gesture or simply enjoying a quiet evening at home, remember that Valentine's Day is ultimately about connecting with your spouse, your children, your friends, or even just yourself. If you're over 65, you've likely seen your share of Valentine's Days come and go. You might look back fondly on years past, remember the sweet surprises, or recall the loved ones no longer with you. This holiday can be a chance to reminisce, honoring those memories while still carving out new traditions and experiences. A final word of love and appreciation this Valentine's Day: may the stories of Lindsay, Paul, and Elia inspire you to consider how you'd like to spend yours, whether that's sharing a conversation with your grandchildren, hosting a video call with faraway loved ones, or indulging in a small luxury for yourself. Love can take so many shapes, and it's beautiful in all of them. From delayed plans that fit a child's schedule, to cooking a late-night feast, to indulging in a blissful spa day, there's no shortage of ways to cherish this time of year. If you've ever had to rearrange plans because of a busy family calendar, rest assured, you're far from alone. If you've marked decades of love and friendship, may it fill your heart with joy to look back on all the milestones. And if your Valentine's Day centers on finding moments of personal joy, like a soothing spa treatment, embrace that fully and without guilt. You deserve it. We can all learn a lesson or two from these 3 stars. They remind us that love never has to fit into a single mold. It can arrive on its own schedule, on a different day, in the middle of the night, or in the form of a solo adventure. It can be shared with a partner, with family, or just with yourself in a private moment of gratitude. However you choose to celebrate, know that your Valentine's Day can be just as special, unique, and heartfelt as the love stories that play out on our favorite daytime drama. Wishing you all a day filled with warmth, affection, and perhaps a touch of sweet surprise. A Valentine celebration in Salem and beyond. How 3 beloved Days of Our Lives stars plan to spend the holiday. Valentine's Day has a magical